From Texas, USA, it's the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Just ahead, we talk to the Ford Motor Company about a thing called Ford Secure. We'll tell you all about it.
All right.
Jeff has the Motor Minute. I'll review the all-new Toyota RAV4. Howdy, along with Mike out of this world, Mars. We always need more Jeff Zekin. Engineer David Ainsley. I'm Don Armstrong. So glad that you could join us today for the live version of the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. If you're listening on a podcast, we thank you very much for doing that as well. All right. We'll assume that this is a Detroiter or Detroit area guy. Ford Motor Company, Ian Grotenhuis. Okay. I know that I'm not the only one that has screwed this up. And we actually had somebody,
Definitely not. Definitely not. Sometimes it's tough for me to get it, too.
Yeah, well, and actually, I asked Mars, I said, so how do you pronounce the guy's last name? So late last night, Ford Motor Company sent us a pronouncer, and of course I screwed it up. So why don't you tell us what your last name is?
Yeah, it's Ian Grotenhuis. Yeah.
Grotenhuis.
Oh, just like it's spelled.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's it. And you're from Argentina?
No, I'm not from Argentina. So I'm close though. I'm actually was born and raised in Hilo, Hawaii, right there. So
Hilo,
there you go.
Hawaii, with a German name.
yeah, that's right. That's right. So
Okay. Well, a world traveler.
Welcome to America.
It doesn't make any difference. So, do you work for Ford Motor Company?
I do work for Ford Motor Company. Yes. Indeed.
Well, good for you. And we got some great friends at Ford, and we appreciate all of you guys and everything that you do. So, the click here is going to be Ford Secure. So is it a lock? Is it a steering wheel lock? What is it, Ian?
Yeah, hey, that's a that is a great question. And so for me and my team, we launched something back in 2025 called the Ford Security Package. And so our team internally at Ford, we kind of call ourselves Ford Secure. But for customers who have purchased a brand new vehicle, like let's say an F-150, I hear those are pretty popular out there.
Yeah.
So for customers of a brand new F-150, they get 1 year included of the Ford Security Package. And so it's not a steering wheel lock, but what it is that it's theft alerts in case something's going wrong on your vehicle. It's access to a 24/7, 365 call center that can help you out in case something goes wrong. And then it's a feature called Vehicle Start Inhibit that, for all intents and purposes, just turns your vehicle into a brick. It locks down your vehicle so that even if someone were to gain access and have a key or an unauthorized key, they would not be able to start that vehicle.
Well, I have to tell you that, and it's no surprise to you, and you probably already know this, the F-150 in Texas, you can't make enough of them is the way that goes, because it outsells pretty much everything. You see them everywhere. Everybody's buying them, but it also kind of like a magnet to every car theft in the United States right here in Texas. And it has been a real problem. And it's not just Ford, but obviously because of the popularity of the F-150, you're on top on that one too.
Yeah. And that's we do look at that, right? We do look at the data that NICB publishes and works and work closely with them. And for us, it's a volume problem. Right? Like the F-150 is everywhere. Therefore they become a target, right? And so that is why though, we have products and features like the Ford Security Package, because when you just invested in the Ford brand, or spent thousands of dollars buying a brand new automobile, we want you to be able to go wherever you want, to park wherever you want, and to walk away from that vehicle having peace of mind, right? So that's really my goal. My team's goal is trying to provide that peace of mind that, hey, you know what, my vehicle won't be able to be stolen, even if there's a key present. Right. So that's the idea.
So Ian, so you put that technology in the Ford pickup, and you say the year is free. What is the cost after that? And what happens if someone doesn't want that? How does that all work?
Yeah, that's a great question. And so we, like for me personally, and then, how we're offering the product today, we're not trying to nickel and dime our our Ford customers who just paid a lot of money, for a brand new truck.
Right.
But now, again, not everyone is in a situation where they want to use vehicle start inhibit or where they feel like they need theft alerts, right? Now, we do feel like it offers immense value, and so we want those customers to be able to try it for a year. So after a year, the cost is only $7.99 a month. It's also available for purchase as a one-time purchase offer. That's like $595 up front, and then it's a minimum of 7 years included on the vehicle. But also the expectation is that we'll provide service beyond that as well, sort of with the lifetime of that vehicle.
Well, I don't, and I trust me, I don't mean to upset you or anything, but is it kind of like OnStar?
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah. So there's a lot of similarities, right? And so for us, one of our biggest differentiators is this vehicle start inhibit feature, right? And so for me and my family, I have a 2024 model year F-150 that I loved so much. I bought it, right? And now it's got a rooftop tent on it. Okay. So I have to park it in the driveway. And so for me, every night, like before I go to bed, I, slide the slider in the Ford app and toggle on vehicle start inhibit. So that for me, that just gives us the peace of mind that, hey, no one's going to be able to, even if they were to gain access to the vehicle somehow, right? So for Ford as a differentiator, the reason why I use that example is we looked at the market and we saw a lot of reactive features. And again, I'm like, we have some, so I'm not trying to discourage that from happening. But, let's say you were to get one of our theft alerts that said, hey, potential intrusion, someone could be in the cabin of your vehicle. And then we didn't give you any action to be able to take after that. Well, that's not really helpful, right? So for us, we wanted those reactive, like, hey, what's happening on my vehicle? But we also want to give you a tool to be able to do something about it, right? And so that's kind of the Ford differentiation when it comes to the Ford security package.
So you mentioned this is a 2024, well, obviously not a new vehicle. How far back can you have this installed on your Ford truck?
Yeah, so for 2024 model year F-150 and Super Duty was the first vehicle lines that we launched on. So those are probably the oldest, most capable vehicles of the Ford security package, and then it grows from there. So this year we launched on Bronco Sport, and then we're kind of continuing, with the rest of the vehicle lineup.
Okay,
interesting.
So there's obviously some sort of mechanical things you have to do to the vehicle so that whenever because that was one of my questions, can you manually, if I go, I remember one time I was in Memphis and I didn't have any choice of where I was staying, but I wish I'd had something. I'm thinking that something like this would have been great. I'd have felt a whole lot better about my vehicle if I had some way to turn it into a brick.
Yeah. Right. So for actually what's happening on the vehicle, right? A signal is being sent from the mobile app to the cloud. And then when it hits the vehicle, right, it actually is disabling the powertrain is what's happening. And so that's where, the sort of embedded software on the vehicle works with the offboard software to create that feature and that capability, right?
So if I have a 2025 Ford F-150 that doesn't have this on it now, what do I do to have it installed on my vehicle?
Oh, great question. So these are rolling off the line with the capability. So when you go and purchase it from the dealer, they'll walk you through what capability exists on the vehicle, and then it's as simple as adding the vehicle to your Ford app. Right. And then you get a little prompt within there notifying you, hey, Ian, you got 1 year included of the Ford security package. Right. There's obviously some terms and conditions. And once you read through those, then you accept, and then you just activate it via the mobile phone.
So I bought my 2025 Ford F-150 a year and a half ago, and now it's got 30,000 miles on it. Can I retrofit this on it?
So all of the capability already exists on the vehicle, But unfortunately, I mean, it's, you're saying a year and a half. And so if you didn't get an opportunity to activate the free trial, it would be available for purchase at that $799.
So,
Right.
so it can be a dealer installed, or I guess what you would call, he could go to the dealership and say, hey, I just heard about this. I want it. I want to add it to my truck. And you can do that.
So all of the trucks coming straight out of the factory have the capability. So there's actually no need to even go back to the dealer unless you have questions, or if you're interested in retroactively buying the one-time purchase, that is available through our dealers. And then obviously they're well versed on all the capabilities of the vehicle. But so if you have a year and a half old F-150 from that's like a 25 model year, you can go into the Ford app today and purchase the Ford security package that will enable the services on the vehicle.
So how have you been working with insurance companies to get any discounts because of a theft deterrent on the vehicle?
Yeah, that's a great question. So we are exploring that right now, only from the side of, hey, can we offer some sort of benefit or discount to our customers, right? And we have a strict policy in which we don't share any data with insurance companies from our vehicles or our drivers. And so right now we have an active partnership with USAA for the Ford security package, that if you show them that it's active on your vehicle, they do provide you a discount. A lot of insurance companies are looking for historical data, years of offering in the market. So that's something that we continue to explore as it becomes an added benefit to our customers.
Gotcha.
So we could talk to our insurance company and see if they would, kind of like driver's ed for your kids or
self-report.
something like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
for
if they
$10
don't,
a
and
month.
if you don't, then you can change insurance companies and Save Bundale.
Or you might say, hey, we've never heard of that. Let's get with
Yeah,
Ian and we'll figure it out.
For $8 a month, if you can get an $8 a month discount out of your insurance company, it becomes free.
Yeah. Well, there's that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So what else? Okay. This has been rolled out for a while.
Yeah. And so, some of the fun things that, you can do is, to learn more. And again, I should preface this. It's not often you're talking about a security feature and fun, right? But we had a really fun opportunity to partner with a bear, right, to demonstrate the capability of.
Was it Yogi?
It wasn't. It wasn't Yogi. It was a little more intimidating bear than that, I'll tell you. But yeah, it was Tag the Bear, and so that's for me, I just go to YouTube to watch that commercial, and it shows kind of some of the capability, right? So, if your doors are locked, right, and someone were to somehow open that, even from the inside, right, you would get a potential intrusion notification. One of my favorite things, right, is just because we take this very seriously, and the factory reset in the vehicle. If you guys are familiar with that capability, well, we put that behind a two-factor authentication, right? Because it can't be so easy for a thief to just gain access to your vehicle and go into the screens and trigger a factory reset. So that now sends a notification to you, and you can say, you know what, that I'm not by my vehicle, that's not me, deny, and then call the 24/7 365 call center to get some help. So and again, it just goes back. Oh yeah, sorry, go ahead.
I just one quick question just kind of went through my mind. So if I'm out and about and I see my son doing burn-offs in my F-150, can I brick that truck immediately?
Yeah,
You
that's
brick him.
That's
Well, until I can get a hold of him. Yeah.
Right. That's a great question. So obviously we partner with just like Ford does in all their vehicles and all the various areas that we have at Ford. We partner with the Automotive Safety Office to evaluate this. So unfortunately, for that scenario, the Automotive Safety Office doesn't like us just turning vehicles into bricks while they're driving, right? So, but in that use case, so the way it's designed today is you can actually send the command to the vehicle. At the next ignition off cycle is when that command will apply, right? So, but yeah, so no, so we, and again, we take safety very seriously, and so
that makes sense. I just have to think.
Oh, you guys think of everything. All right. So if a person is looking to this, I assume that the dealer will say to you, hey, this is available. It's going to be on the vehicle when you drive out of the showroom today. And these are the implications, and this is how you set it up and that sort of stuff. Where can I find more information about it?
Yeah. So if you head to, Ford's Connected Services website, or if you just search the Ford Security Package, you'll be redirected to our landing page where you can kind of learn more about all the various features that I talked about there.
So not the Ian Grotenhuis cell phone, personal cell phone.
It's funny. They had that idea, and then they're like, "Listen, your last name's too hard to pronounce." Okay, so we're just gonna.
And now if they were really smart, they would have said, "We're going to turn this into a guessing game. How do you pronounce the guy's last name?" And if you guess it, you get a free year's worth of this.
No, you
Ford
get a free
Secure.
F-150.
A free F-150. That's it. Ian, it's great.
What part of Detroit are you in right now, Ian?
Okay, so I heard you guys talking about that, and I visit Detroit quite often. I'm there probably once a month, but I am in Grand Rapids, Michigan right now.
Okay, well, that's close enough. Yeah,
Okay, close enough.
Good deal.
All right. Ian, it's great talking to you.
Hey.
And thank you for pronouncing your name.
Hey, no problem. Thank you. Thank you
Take
for having
care. Yeah, you guys have a great time. All right. Just ahead, Jeff's Motor Minute and a review of the redesigned Toyota RAV4 when the In-Wheel Time Car Talk Show continues after this 90-second break. Stay with us. The Tex-Mex dining experience is defined by Loopy Tortilla, your destination for Texas's best beef fajitas and frozen margaritas. Since 1983, Loopy Tortilla has served authentic and time-tested recipes made with the freshest ingredients. Atmosphere is part of the award-winning experience at Loopy Tortilla, all developed in a little house near Highway 6 and I-10 in Houston. Visit any of the Loopy Tortillas and you'll see the same attention to detail in each and every location. Start your Loopy experience with queso flamiado and guacamole, along with a classic frozen margarita. Dine on famous Loopy beef and chicken fajitas or pepper shrimp brochette, or a fish or vegetarian entree, and finish with a scrumptious flan for dessert. Find Loopy Tortilla in Houston, College Station, Beaumont, Austin, San Antonio, and Dallas-Fort Worth. There's a Texas location near you. The recipes are authentic and time-tested. The ingredients always fresh. Loopy Tortilla. Eats pretty good. Apple or Android, In-Wheel Time podcast can be found everywhere, on the stream and through downloads. Whether you're on the road or at home and searching for a fun car talk show, give In-Wheel Time a try. Honest new car reviews, fun, informative interviews with real car people, weekly automotive news, features like Jeff's Car Culture, Mike's Driving Destinations, all on In-Wheel Time. Check us out on SiriusXM Podcasts, iHeartRadio, or while you're shopping on Amazon through Amazon Music. InWheelTime.com has a list, so check us out. Oh, welcome back. Sorry. I got up to make sure that the TV wasn't on in some other room. Didn't I?
Yeah.
Were you hearing voices again?
No, Jeff was.
I was. I said, do you have a TV on in the next room? So,
welcome back to the In-Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Time now for the Motor Minute, Jeffrey.
Here we go. Here's something we've been wanting to talk about for a little bit, but the Houston Autorama closes after a long tradition. The Houston Autorama, a major indoor custom car show held annually at the George R. Brown Convention Center, has officially ended, marking the close of a long-running tradition in Texas automotive culture, car shows. While the parent company Championship Auto Shows, or CASI, has not issued a formal public statement, multiple local automotive organizations and community leaders have confirmed the permanent end of the Houston event, car shows. The show's dates have been listed as TBA on all official Autorama tour schedules, and the show chairs have directly verified the closures. Now, I did find that out. That is a fact. That's where I got this from. The Houston Autorama was one of the largest, most respected indoor custom car shows in North America, featuring hot rods, muscle cars, trucks, lowriders, and concept vehicles. It was part of the Autorama World of Wheels series, which has been running for over 70 years and is known for its focus on custom builds rather than new factory models. Although the Houston leg is gone, the rest of the 2027 Autorama Tour will continue in cities such as, and it lists all the cities, they're just all over.
Dallas is one of them that it's also closed.
Right, but that is not in this. This is specifically Houston.
I understand.
But also they're carrying on in Canada, is still going on. Organizers suggest that other events will likely fill the gap for the fans and attendees. So if you're looking forward to the All Houston Autorama, you'll need to plan an alternative show for the Autorama Tour or local custom car events. The closure is significant change for the Houston automotive community and the broader Autorama series. So sad to see it go. It was kind of inevitable. It was kind of drifting in a different direction every year.
Well, we were there for how many years, Mike?
How many
5?
years? Yeah.
Ooh, 8 or 10. I mean, we were there a long
No,
time.
not that long. But we were there for quite some time.
We were pre-COVID. We were out there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So sorry to hear about that.
That was at the GRB. I know. Well, I went to the first Autorama. It was being held at the Albert Thomas Convention Center, and then it moved to the Astral Hall, and then it moved to the George R. Brown. So, yeah, it's sad to see it go. What are we going to do on a Thanksgiving weekend?
We're going to eat turkey.
That's exactly what we're
So
going to
one
do.
last
And I'm going to miss my chili dogs that I used to get on Thanksgiving Day down there at the GRB.
Good deal. One last thing. BMW is cutting 8,000 jobs by 2027. It's 5% of their workforce, and they contribute this to 30% downturn in China's purchases of BMWs. So there you go.
Oh, okay. Time now for this hour's car review. I had a chance to drive the 2026 Toyota RAV4,
Right.
built in Aichi, Japan, but not built this week. That's for sure. They're still trying to recover from the earthquake stuff. Here are the trim levels. They are available in the SE, the Woodland, the XSE, and the GR Sport, top of the line. I had the GR Sport. This is a plug-in hybrid all-wheel drive that I had. Small SUV, seats 5. Completely redesigned for 2026, now in its 6th generation. That's how popular
It's a good-looking little car.
it is.
Yeah, it's
and
nice.
and the updates to it, really something. Edgy front end is a welcome element. A big open mouth lower grille includes faux brake ducting. Black wheel opening accents adds an off-road look to it. The rear lights hug the back glass in a smooth transition with a spoiler sunshade up on top, which is different. Usually it's just a sunshade, but this is a spoiler
Yeah,
sunshade.
that's pretty cool.
What I liked about it, the overall edgier design, I think it really does look good. Interior highlights include, well, our GR anyway, had leather and cloth combo seating with red piping for a nice racy look. Big center infotainment screen is much is a multifunction affair that works very well. The dash design carries through to the door panels. This is a well screwed together vehicle. The cargo is competitive with others in its class with only 2 rows of seating. Used to have a 3rd row option. They've done away with that because it's just too cramped back there. It makes absolutely no sense. What could use improvement? Absolutely nothing. Good looking vehicle all the way around. Engine is a 2.5 liter 4-cylinder that when combined with the electric motor, remember now this is a plug-in hybrid, the one that I had, it gets 324 horsepower combined. Runs a CVT transmission. Tow rating is only 1,305 pounds. That's not what this is meant for. Miles per gallon, 86 miles per gallon electric. Gas and electric combo gets 37 miles per gallon on the gas only. I got 83.1 miles per gallon electric over 355 miles. But remember, the electric is only good for a very short period of time. It is a plug-in electric hybrid. What I liked about it, it can drive up to 52 miles on a full charge on the electric without the gas kicking in. And what could use improvement? Well, I used 70% of its full charge over 40 miles. That's doing the highway. And I plugged it in at work, and I plugged it in at home. And so I basically drove for free. Well, except for the price of the electricity. Ride and handling, the GR Sport offers a little more feel to it, but it is still a family SUV. What could use improvement? Nothing, because of the different trim levels offered. The base trim price on this GR plug-in hybrid is $48,500. Price is tested $51,335. That's pretty expensive. Now you can get into one with just a plain gasoline engine 4-cylinder for $42,950. I don't want to discourage you from putting it in the mix if you're shopping for an SUV like this. Competitors, Hyundai Tucson plug-in hybrid. It goes for $40,325 as a starting price. The Kia Sorento plug-in hybrid starts at $48,290, and the Ford Escape plug-in hybrid starts at $35,400. That's the plug-in hybrid. And those are the competitors to it. I think I'd look at that. Hyundai Tucson starts at $43,325.
Or just get the non-plug-in hybrid part of it. And aren't they going to discontinue the Escape? Isn't Ford putting that aside? Something comes to mind that they're not building that anymore.
You're asking me to remember that?
Yeah.
No, I don't remember that.
Tune in next week for the answer.
Yeah, or not. In the next half hour, I'm going to do another car review, the Lexus IS 350, which I won't tell you right now, but I will tell you that I liked it. Find out how much I liked it when you tune in for the next car review in the next segment. There's that. But I love the redesign on this.
Is that the one you showed Kathy? The Lexus?
Last night?
Yeah.
No. No, the Lexus that I'm currently driving is $120,000, and it is the Lexus GX. Mr. Mars?
Yes.
This thing is a brick with wheels and a motor.
A moving brick.
And oh my God, the ride on this thing, it is unbelievably good. I'll tell you that right up front. And I'll say it in my review, which will be next week? Maybe. No, a week after next. Already got one for next week. So anyway, that's my review of the Toyota new RAV4 plug-in hybrid. Thank you for asking.
Yeah. And again, Laura's looking at one today, as a matter of fact. Not a plug-in, but she's looking at the RAV4.
Yeah, well, that's a good one because, it is cutting-edge design.
And she deserves it. She hasn't had a new car in a while.
No, she does, yes. No. Agreed. Yeah. All right. It's time to take a break. And when we come back, we're going to do all sorts of wonderful things that you're really going to like. Am I going to tell you what they are? It's going to be a surprise.
I got to tune in because I don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, me either.
More coming up after this break. Stay with us.
Your car is a direct reflection of you, so don't be satisfied with color fade or a dingy, dull appearance. Get rid of those terrible automated car wash scratches. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is your Save the Paint company. John Gray and his team of detailing experts can help your car's finish without a full repaint. Searching for real experts in window tint or windshield protection? Gulf Coast Auto Shield. Dash cams, radar detectors, Gulf Coast Auto Shield. Got a new car? Get it protected as soon as you take delivery. If you don't know which of the multitude of protection products to go with, John Gray will give you an honest opinion and won't sell you something you don't need. John will help you understand the many options and pricing right on the spot. He's your guy to have your ride looking its best and protected too. See the state-of-the-art shop yourself. Free tours anytime. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is easy to get to, located just south of the Southwest Freeway on the Sam Houston Parkway. Gulf Coast Auto Shield, full-service luxury car care today and online at gcautoshield.com. Gift giving should be meaningful, and we have an idea. A hand-painted custom illustration of your car from one of the nation's leading artists. Now you can get one or a car show poster customized for you, a friend, or a loved one. Bill Sites will be happy to guide you through the process. No matter what the day, birthday, anniversary, or any day, an Autographics custom illustration adds an extra touch of class to any home. Call Bill today, 832-922-0963. That's 832-922-0963.
That's it for this podcast episode of the In Wheel Time Car Show. I'm Don Armstrong, inviting you to join us for our live show every Saturday morning on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and our InWheelTime.com website. Podcasts are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeart Podcast, Podcast Addict, TuneIn, Pandora, and Amazon Music. Keep listening, and we'll see you soon.